back to Terry B Lifestyle, where we talk about health, wealth, anything to better yourself. Today, I had some people ask me to do a video on this. Now, this is credit for newbies. Now, it's also for anybody that's, that has bad credit as well, because the stuff I'm going to give will help out a person that has bad credit as well. But this is for credit, how to build credit, how to get credit for newbies. For my 18-year-olds that's fresh out of high school, for just people that just never really had credit or anything like that, are into credit. This video should help you guys out a lot and give y'all some knowledge on it. Let's get going. Okie dokie. First, I want to thank y'all for clicking on this video. Please send it to people that you believe will need it. Send it to your little brothers, your little sisters, your little cousins. Send it to anybody that's like beginning the process. It's going to be super simple. And a lot of this stuff is really simple, period. But it's going to be simple where they be able to understand and pretty much get going. So when some years down the line, they at a 700, 750, 800 credit score, because they started at a young age. So if we can teach them now, when we 23, even in their 20s, when they turn 20, they're able to purchase property. So I have people that's even like influencers and people that's into social media that's getting paid, that's making a lot of money. They don't even have credit, but they have cash. So that shows you how important credit is, because they're not able to buy certain things like houses or certain things just because of that, So let's get going. Personal credit. This is for my newbies and my people that's in there and that's pretty much had, that kind of messed their credit up too. Anytime, let me tell you, anytime that's a credit video, it will help out any person in any situation. Whether you're new to it or you have bad credit. The process is exactly the same. When you have bad credit, you pretty much starting from the bottom. The only difference is you have some weight that you gotta lose first. So that's when the cleaning comes, and that's when you get that Terry B credit cleaning course. It's $30, that would be linked in my bio. But you gotta clean that first, and then you kind of start over again. So let's get going. Let's talk about credit first. So I'm not gonna go into too in depth of it, but I'm gonna give y'all the main stuff that I think that y'all should pay attention to. So for my newbies and my oldies that's in here, the biggest pie, the biggest piece of the pie when it comes to credit is your payment history. Your payment history is everything. It's like 35% of the pie. So when you have missed payments and you're trying to build credit, it's just not going to work out. You cannot, let me repeat, you cannot miss any payments at all. Your payment history is so important. So for my oldies and people that have bad credit that miss payments, here's some things you can do. You can call the creditors and ask them, during this time, it's, coronavirus, and it's a lot of programs and things that can help you out. Hey, is there a way where we can kind of, set something up for me where I can make a consistent, payment on time, and you guys delete those old, missed payments off my report? It's not gonna hurt if you try. So that's what you want to do first. You want to call them for those. You could be at a 700 and something. If you miss that one payment, your stuff can drop down to the 6s. So that's really crucial when it comes to that. So for my newbies, the most important thing for you guys to do is make sure you put your stuff on auto pay. Put all your bills on auto pay, because you do not want to miss a payment at all. Follow me? Bam. Okay, the next thing is your utilization. So for my oldies that's in the game that have maxed out the credit cards, pay down those credit cards to 5%. 5%. Some people say 30, some people say 15. I say 5. 5 to 1%. My newbies, if you get a credit card, get $500 credit limit, use only 5%, $500. If you don't know what 5% is, just Google it. 5% of $500, 5% of whatever max that they give you. That's what you wanted to spend, and then pay it. If you tend to spend more, pay it before the due date. It's a trick. So my ODs, if you gotta max out your card, just pay it off before the statement date, before it hits the bill. Or pay it off to 5%. You get me? You wanna keep it 5 to 1%. I'm gonna tell y'all this because the payment history and utilization is the biggest piece of the pie. One is 35, the other one is probably 30. Everything else is not that, it counts, but it's not a big chunk. Those are the big chunks of the pies, those two things. So make sure you stay on top of your bills and make sure you're not maxing your cards out. And if you do max it, make sure you pay it off. The next thing is you got pretty much age credit. That's a small piece, but it just talks about basically how the old accounts. The older the accounts, the better. So ODs, if you have some old accounts in there, you want to keep them. You don't want to close them. The old accounts will keep you going and it will help you out with your credit score. My newbies, I'm gonna get to that later on when it comes to that because you guys don't have no accounts. But I'm gonna show y'all what to do later on down. If you've been watching and you like the knowledge I'm giving y'all, please like and subscribe and share my video. I'm gonna just throw out so much information, as much as I can, on this YouTube series. So I'm gonna do a whole credit series and this mixed in with the real estate, mixed in with some other things that I'm gonna move over to like health and wellness and just my life. So listen to this series if you need it. Let's go. So I have a nephew that's 18 years old and he's in a perfect situation to get perfect credit, perfect situation. I told him there's some few things that he needs to do. So this is for my newbies and this is for my oldies as well because you can do the same thing. So if you're a young kid, matter of fact, I'm gonna make sure he sends this video to his friends. If you're a young kid out there and you're trying to figure out, like you hear everybody talking about credit and credit this and what you should do, First thing you wanna do is get you a secure credit card. Now if you got bad credit, get you a secure credit card. It help you out either way. So basically, a secure credit card is they're taking your money. So my newbies, if you got a little job and you're getting some money, you got $300 left, you want to take that $300 and open up your secure credit card. You have a few people you can go with. You can go with sometimes your bank, but it's multiple people. I'm gonna do another video on that, but it's just type in secure credit cards and multiple people where you can kind of apply with and then give you a secure credit card because it's basically your money. You want to keep that for about a good 6 months. You're going to use it. You'll make about a purchase a month, but you want to make sure that purchase is under 5%. Remember I told y'all. And you're going to pay it off early. Every month. You're going to do that every month for a good like 6 months. Same thing for my ODs that have bad credit. Do the same exact thing. You got me, right? So I'm going to give y'all a cool little mix. It's going to be a cool little mix of credit what y'all going to do to get y'all credit going. So you have that. You got a secure credit card going at the same time, right? Then you have a thing called, I always put people on self. Now, self is an installment loan. And basically what it does is you can put it on your phone. You pretty much paying into a CD account, right? So say you set up a $25 a month. You pay that $25 every month. And then after a year, you get all that money back. But by you paying that $25 a month, they report to all three of the credit bureaus as if you're paying off a loan. So you got an installment loan. And then once you reach about $100, I believe, savings, then you automatically get a self Visa card. So then you got another credit card. It's gonna be like $100, I believe, on there. You got another credit card and you have an installment loan. So then you have an installment loan and a revolving credit at the same time. Follow me? So if you got bad credit, and my newbies that you want to do those things. That's going to help you out tremendously. Got me, right? There's another account you can do called Grain account. Now, I haven't really done it yet, but I've heard some good news about it. Grain account is basically you connect your bank account to it, and then they go through and see how much money you're getting in per month, as if you're getting some cash flow in there, and then they automatically pretty much give you a credit card. I believe it's like at about $1,000, but I believe you have to have some type of cash flow. I have not tried that, but I've heard that it works and it's pretty good. Same thing, Grain account. So if you got a youngin and you fresh and you got a little mall job, you know what I'm saying? Or you're working at the shoe store, you got some money coming in that account. That'll work too. Y'all know I keep my water every video. Okay, y'all following me, right? It's gonna be quick and easy. There ain't gonna be no long drawn out. It's not that hard. So just follow me. Follow me as I'm telling y'all to do these things. And it's gonna help you guys out. The next thing you wanna do is you got Tradelines. So these are some accounts that, okay, so you got My Jewelers, you got New Coast Direct, and Huntington Chase. These are people like, they sell product online, right? You pay like an initiation fee, and then you buy a product from them, and you pay payments on that product. Don't miss them payments, like I said. After you pay it off, it's look as if you're paying off a loan, but at the same time, you have this, at the same time, once you apply, like for My Jeweler, they approve you for, let's say, that you buy something, right? And then once you buy something and you got your payment set up, they automatically approve you for $5,000. So then you got $5,000 on your account. New Coast Direct does the same thing. And Huntington Chase, I believe, is like $1,500. So just follow me. You got all this going on. You got a nice mix of everything going on. You got some Tradelines going on where they're giving you $5,000. You don't have to use it, but they're going to automatically give you $5,000 of credit, and then you're going to pay off whatever you buy. Sometimes you can buy something like, My Jewelry got little jewelry there, you know, like it's okay things, and then New Coast got little things. I think I bought from New Coast, I bought like a microwave oven. Like I don't even know if I really like need it, you know what I'm saying? But paid it off, credit was good. Huntington Chase does the same thing. So these are Tradelines. These are some things that you want to do to help yourself out and help build your credit, whether you got good credit or bad credit. And are you, I mean, not good credit, whether you have a bad credit or are you a newbie? You know what I'm saying? So let's get going. There's this account, right? I forgot the name of that I use. I've used it before. Basically, you pay rent and they verify it with your landlord, right? And then they basically report to all credit bureaus when you pay your rent on time. So if you're paying rent, you might as well use it. If that makes sense. Like, if you're paying rent, you might as well use it. They report to the credit bureaus. So it's like, this is the trick though. Let me tell y'all the trick on this one. People don't know. If you have a family member or your mom, so people are like, I don't pay rent, I live with my mama. That's even better. You give them your parents' information. They own a house. They say you rent a room out, it don't matter. They're gonna hit them up and see if you've been paying rent on time. And I believe you pay about $10 a month. So it's no excuse. You can use anybody. And if you don't wanna use your landlord, say you're not paying rent and situation is bad, find somebody who owns a home that's your family members and just put their information down, let them know, like, hey, this is my landlord, and then they're gonna call them every month or text them, hey, have they been paying rent? That's a little trick. And a report to the credit people. So you're building credit and paying rent at the same time. You cannot lose with that, right? Now, one of the last things I want to tell y'all, and I did a video about this before, but for my newbies, it's especially for y'all. If you want to get some good credit, first of all, you have to have discipline. You can't just go and blow it on things you want, even if it is something you really want, you know, and it's something you feel like you may need. You have to have discipline. But this is what I was going with. If you're new, 18, whatever, and your, you know, grandma or mom, and they have good credit, and they've been using the same credit card, ask them to add you on as an authorized user. It doesn't do anything to their credit. You get all their credit history and their payment. The key is it has to be a good account. So if grandma has American Express and she's been using American Express for years and years and paying her payments on time and her credit limit is high, ask her to add you on. Say, grandma, it's not going to mess you up anything. It's not going to, you know, cost you any or mess your credit up. It's going to really just tremendously help me out. And see what she says. Ask mom, ask uncle, hell, ask the football coach. You telling me what you trying to get good credit. So I hope you guys have been paying attention. Thank you for watching this video. I will be doing more, and it's not just about credit, but this is things that I know that's been going on and people have been asking. So this is for my newbies and people that have bad credit, help build your personal credit up. I also, like I've mentioned before, I have a credit cleaning course. $30, it gives you a credit cleaning letter, and it teaches you how to remove the negative items off your report. Give it a try, see if it works. Try these things that I'm telling y'all and see if it works. And thank you for watching. Stay tuned for some more.